Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They give it to him again. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Get set, get set.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Secures this at the 17. That'll be the first and more. Still fighting forward. And he rips this all the way to the red zone. Excellent return. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 Blue. Hut.
First play, and Young's going to pass. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Watch out.
He'll send a receiver left. First down, Purdy to throw. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And they shove him out. It looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Get set.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So goes to the hurry up here. Back-to-back carries here. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too. Back to the well again. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Get set. Get set. Box.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Quarterback of his renown, kid, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. Good work so far. He's got room. Oh, that's some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Black. 95. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's complete. Sanders has gotten that right. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. Set. Hunt.
From the pistol, it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason.
Ready, set.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Ready.
Brooks bouncing out ahead from the pistol. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much more exciting.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Pass brought in by Terrell McMillan. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They set up the screen. Brooks breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Go now. Ready.
Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Panthers get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
This right here, Kate, well, this is a performance of the modern-day running back. A touchdown on the ground, a touchdown through the air, and in just the first quarter, making a massive impact on the game.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Right up the gut. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the gun is Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 17 yards. And a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Panthers are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It is cut left side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Ready?
Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there, and they're going for it on 4.
Check spear, yellow, 22. Needle blue. Check, huh?
They're going for it, Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Purdy setting up that play action. Hits his running back. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Purdy on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Give now to the running back. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And they'll get to this one right around, no, actually exactly at the 15-yard line. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hut.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Michael Williams there to haul him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On the ready.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Ready.
Young throwing here. Brought in right side by McMillan. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, off approaching that 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Panthers first. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Panthers in front here at Bank of America. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Slide through. Here we go. Ready.
Young to throw it. Space pass to 35. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Young. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Young on the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hold front. Set. Hut, hut.
On play action, here's Young. He has it at the 5! We will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little...
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Panthers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Bryce Young touchdown.
Kate, we know you could do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
It's set. It's set. Watch out.
Hand off to the back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy on the play action. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd down, Purdy taking a deep shot here. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Torrey Taylor on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And his return's going to leave him enough time for 2, maybe even 3 plays before the half.
At their own 16-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Set. 50. Green. Ready.
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. Throw left side, complete. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's go now.
Back to throw it. Completed to his running back. Gets up the edge to the 35. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Come on, set. ready.
He's back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
To kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Legets with a return here. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down.
Let's go. Set.
Running once more with Brooks. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Mega. Set. Ready. Set.
Now Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Brooks on the give, headed right. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Set. Ready.
Again, it's Brooks. Flies past the first, inside the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Set. Go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here we go. Yes.
Here's Young to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Watch out.
On first down, they'll run. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pickup there, 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp, because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Plowing up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense to the line fast.
First down. A gain of 5. First down, San Francisco.
First down, Purdy to throw. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
Third and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here's Purdy, fourth down. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down. We've set it down from 37.
a gain of 29 yards.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Now he already has himself one interception in his game partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Outside.
They'll run here on first down. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give them a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Get set. Watch out.
Here's the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with third down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Outside.
Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
18, watch out!
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Running back sent in motion left. Purdy now on fourth down. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers start their second half with some needed points. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers make it an 11-point ball game.
49ers 10. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He gets with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
And their own 24-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go! Cut!
They'll start this drive with Brooks. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here we go! Blue, 32.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. The Panthers have set themselves up for the victory, Brock. Now just need to carry this lead through the final whistle. Second down now, they need 7.
Here we go. Set, cut.
They give to Brooks, running right. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 39. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Set.
Young on 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
49ers 10.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Now it's Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has this down to the 34. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down throw by Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Play action now. Purdy. Brought in right side. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Get set. Get set. 18.
No throw, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Out of the gun, Young escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40s. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young working from the gun. This is Legans working the left side. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. Jukes away from one. It's inside the 10. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 45. Punt.
Here's Young again. Pass cut by Brooks. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers continue piling onto this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Outside. Watch out.
Setting him on the dime. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, there's very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get set. Watch out.
Back to the well again. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from...
He gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. But it looks like the 49ers were the first to it and they make the recovery. Just a gain of 1 and that brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. 49ers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down.
Get set.
Now we're on the counter. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Setting up the running back screen. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Watch out.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers making the scoreboard look a touch better on his Moody for the extra point. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the 49ers make it an 18-point game.
49ers 17.
out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He gets with a return here. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Set. Ready.
They're going to pass it here. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
First down.
43 rails.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running this one left. He sure was fighting Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders. They take him down behind the line. So the Panthers pick up the win here. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.